Alright, so some of you guys might be thinking, oh, this doesn't look like Outerplane. Well, it's not. This is Epic 7, and the reason I'm playing Epic 7 is because one of the most asked questions that I get is how does Epic 7, or how does Outerplane compare to Epic 7? And well, I spent a little bit of time. Welcome, Prince of Death. I have technically two girls in my life. One is my wife, one is my daughter. So the rest is fair game. Well, I'm in Epic 7 today because most asked question I get is how does Outerplane compare to this game? Because, you know, they have the same publisher, I guess. Technically a different dev team, but they're both produced by Smilegate. And one thing right off the bat that annoys me is the lobby goes idle way too quickly. Like, way too quickly. I let this sit for like 3 seconds and all the menu disappears. So I've been playing this game for a little over a week, I want to say. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you my thoughts and opinions on this game compared to Outerplane. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible, but we all know that's not going to happen. It's going to be hella biased, let's be real. So in my first 30 minutes playing Epic 7, I got a migraine from trying to navigate the menu. Like, menu navigation, especially for new players, is a mess. This thing is not intuitive whatsoever. There's way too much going on. Like, when I click on hero, it should take me to my heroes, right? But no, I have 7 options. Like, why? And then when I finally get to my heroes, like, the recruit option is somehow different from the summon option, I guess. Yeah, it takes you to like quests and different things. You can get free characters, but whatever. I hate this. I hate having to scroll through my characters. Just right off the bat, there is way too much vertical space being utilized in Epic 7, and like trying to find characters and like do stuff with them is an absolute nightmare. And then not to mention if you get dupes, and yes, dupes are a thing in this game, and I hate when dupes are a thing in gacha games. It's this memory imprint which increases like their team passive ability or whatever. So there's dupes. I hate dupes. They're not automatically converted to a resource that I can use elsewhere. I have to manually convert them to resources if I don't need them. And then there is a inventory limit for your characters. This game has been out for what, like 3-4 years, and the base level or base amount of characters that you can hold is 50. There's got to be like hundreds of characters, and I can hold 50. And if I want more space, I gotta spend currency to get it. Like, what is this garbage? I want to use my currency to summon for characters, not to have inventory space for characters. Yeah, so like the whole character menu system is a mess, and I'm sorry, but I have no like notes, I guess. Like, I'm just brain dumping off the top of my head everything that I think is different from Outerplane, because in Outerplane you don't have a character space limit. So basically whatever I see first on the screen is what I'm going to start talking about. So like the Sanctuary, this is basically the same thing as the base in Outerplane, but it's prettier, I guess, because there's more art. But yeah, this is basically the same thing as the base, same functionality. Arena is kind of annoying. because unless you refresh this list will not refresh until you fight all of the opponents. Like, every time I beat someone, the list doesn't automatically refresh, which that's kind of annoying. When you go into the summon menu, like, I'm gonna have a hard time finding anything. Like, the gacha selection is all vertical. Like, there's way too much vertical space. Speaking of vertical space, if you try to look at stuff in the shop, there's 2 rows or 2 columns of vertical things. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for here. Like, this is an absolute just clusterfuck to my eyes. And then, so in Outerplane, you have like a big main menu that's in like the top right corner. It pulls up literally every option that you would want to go to. This literally just pulls up everything that's already on the home screen. So instead of having this button, this should literally just be a home button, because all your buttons are already here. They have all your buttons in 2 places. I have everything on the home screen and then everything right here. I will say though that I do like the background, like all the characters just kind of sitting around the table. It'd be kind of cool if Outerplane did something like that. But yeah, like there's so many things on the home screen, and then they just like disappear after 3 seconds. Yeah, like, do battle, side story, and adventure all need to be down here? No. In Outerplane, it's 1 button. It's the adventure button, and then it takes you to, you know, like everything else. It takes you to like the challenges and like the arena, and I do like the map for this. Like, it is fun to have like a little map, and I do like the stages, because sometimes you get to like actually roam around and there's like a map inside the stage. A little bit more interactivity there. As far as like the other content, this is about the same amount of stuff that Outerplane has. Like, you've got your hunts, you've got your tower, you've got your was this the like Archfiend's Labyrinth or whatever. So basically the same amount of stuff that there's to do in Outerplane. It looks like that, you know, same amount of stuff is here in Epic 7. I guess they do a little bit better with their events over here, because I was on a Discord and they said the latest one was really good. But yeah. Oh, and lots of freebies too. Like, as a new player, I think I got like 100 something summons just for free. But yeah, as far as like actual content and like gameplay goes, they're basically the same. It's the same style of combat, you know, turn-based. You get 4 people on a team. For whatever reason, Epic 7 doesn't run very well on my computer, but Outerplane does. It's weird. Like, graphically speaking, Outerplane uses 3D models. This is all 2D models. This team building process is basically the same as Outerplane, except instead of a vertical menu, you have a horizontal menu at the bottom. And this can get kind of annoying, because like sometimes you'll like click the wrong character in the wrong place, and there's like 1,000 different things going on the screen right now. It's very cluttered, and I feel like Outerplane kind of cleaned up a lot of the clutter, makes things a little bit easier to see and understand. So I appreciate that. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so the 2D versus 3D thing. So like in combat, when you're running around, excuse me, it feels like there's not enough frames in some of the animations. Just not enough frames. Like, you'll be, like, running, right? And your character has, like, 2 frames for their running animation. It's literally just, like... Whereas, like, Outerplane is a little bit more smooth, I feel like, in their animations. And God, maybe this is just me, but I feel like Outerplane is literally killing my computer right now. Or not Outerplane, Epic 7. Okay, I'm gonna have to check something because I think my stream died. So I will be right back.